Okay, this is the Zoo Man again, and so here's the topic for today. What I want to tell you is I am from the great city of New York, and what is going on there is a complete and utter disgrace. And what I want to start off with is this Mayor DeBlasio. First of all, how can you trust a guy who changes his name? And I can't recall what his name was before, but I know it was a German name. And you change your name from whatever your ethnicity was to an Italian name. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm half Italian, half Irish. My mother was Italian. I grew up on great Italian food. My grandmother was first generation Italian. She didn't even speak hardly any English. In her words, this guy was a son of a bitch, okay? This is all this guy is. You change your name to an Italian name, what? To get votes, to be loved, who knows? I could never trust a guy who changes his name. And this guy is out of his mind. Now, again, the Democrats, starting at the White House, all these people are commies, okay? They destroyed my city. I live in the great state of West Virginia now, but again, from the White House down, you look at all the blue states, all the blue cities, you see what's going on with the virus, the vaccine, the mandates. Come on. What is going on here? Now, the red states, you can pretty much live your life, no masks, no mandates, come and go as you want. The virus spreads equally in both blue states and red states. There's no difference, okay? In fact, in the red states, you could see that the virus is pretty much contained. There is some spread, but the blue states, it's actually worse. So who's right, who's wrong, you really can't tell. But if you ask people, if you had your way, wouldn't you rather live without these mandates, without these masks? Look at the restaurants in New York City, the restaurant owners. I mean, they've been through the ringer and back. How could you survive? How can those businesses survive? And this DeBlasio guy, oh my goodness. I mean, he's like an SS agent, I would say. Anyway, there's a new guy coming in. I think his name is Eric Adams. I hope this guy makes changes and makes them, quickly, not too quick because people are going to, probably burn crosses in his front yard. But, and he's got the BLM to deal with. He's got a lot of other issues. But, oh boy, he's got his hands full. Now, another thing I wanted to mention was, all these people, the Democrats, are like communists. Now, here's the thing. They can't even get that right, okay? If you're truly a communist, we got all these problems at the southern border. If you're a communist and you really are embracing that philosophy, take our troops, go to the southern border, and take over Mexico. I mean, that's what a communist regime would do, right? So if you're truly embracing the communist philosophy and you want to be a communist, then do it. See, but the truth is, you're just blowhards. You just want to pretend to be a communist regime. You want to behave like that, but the bottom line is, you just want to spend money, do all these mandates, and you just want people to suffer. You see, you want to behave like a dictator, but the bottom line is you want people to like you, okay? You want other countries to like you, but you want the middle class and the people of America to suffer and pay taxes, and you want to separate the classes of people. You want to feed your own pockets so that you get rich, the politicians get rich. You'll have two classes, the really poor, and the super elite, okay? And communism really doesn't work that way. To some extent it does, but you want a really wealthy class that has a lot of people in it, and then the super poor people, and then eventually you just want to erase the middle class. Anyway, this is the Zoo Man. Spread the word. Give me your comments. Wake up, America.